Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to Pro Cycling Measure 2020. This is Career Mode episode number 47. We're on for the Tour de France. We're up for stage one. It opens with a prologue, 7-kilometer prologue, that is. And then a cobbled stage, punchy stage, team time trial, a 62-kilometer version, another punchy stage, and then a whole bunch of flat stages along the coast of the southern coast of the UK, of England, and then into the northern coast of France. Some longer stages in there, 263, 262 kilometers, and then a 67-kilometer individual time trial. That's going to hurt a lot for me because GC-wise, my only strong guy is not great in time trialing. So Tintoni would lose a ton of time there. The team time trial, we would lose a fair bit of time there most likely as well. So GC, I don't think we have a strong chance. I only have one pure strong climber here in Tintoni. Doesn't have the greatest resistance or stamina. Does have good recovery, but doesn't have support. Without support, I don't think I could honestly get him much better than about 8th, 9th, or maybe 10th place, which isn't a bad result to get a top 10 at a Grand Tour. However, I am far, far more interested in what happens in the late stages of a Grand Tour. That being breakaways. Breakaways that hang on. Breakaways that earn KOM contenders stage victories. We're here for a stage victory, not for the GC. I'll tell you right now, La Vuelta, I'm going to ride for GC. I'll see what we can do. I don't expect much, but I'll see what we can do. That's where we're going to ride for that, not here at the Tour de France. So we are going to decommit from GC early in this. I have no problem with Tintoni losing a bunch of time early on so that we can then focus on breakaways and the KOM for Tintoni in the late stages, especially all those climbing stages. I want him in the break each time. He's going to ride for those stages and for those KOM points. Okay. And then I have a fairly diverse team to this one. But let's take a quick look at profiles of the stages, and then we'll break it down from there. So the opener, totally flat prologue. Second stage, handful of cobbled sections, longer cobbled sections, and it's 245 kilometers, but it is a sprint finish at the end. Stage 3, from Roubaix to Boulogne-sur-Mer, but from Roubaix, and not a cobbled section in sight. You've got to be kidding me. That is insane that you could go from Roubaix and not have any cobbled sections. Punchy finish. Shot for Vermark or Zeta on that. Calais to the Eurotunnel. That's the team time trial. And then we head over into England from Dover to the southern coast, along the southern coast to Brighton. Punchy finish, 3 climbs late on. We've got a shot on a stage like that. That is, if Alaphilippe's not here. I don't know who all is coming to this race right now. Portsmouth. Flat. Cherbourg to Rennes. Flat. Another flat one. Little bit of undulation near the end, but I don't think it's going to impact anything. Poitiers. Trélassac. Another flat one. A lot of flat stages through there. Stage 10, 67 kilometers. Individual time trial. Mostly flat. Some undulation, especially early on. That's a day to lose a lot of time. Bergerac. Another flat stage at 11. But then this is where things get interesting. And my oh my, does it get interesting fast. The How to Come. 14 kilometers. 11% max, but an 8% average gradient. It's just up. And that's at the end of a 265 kilometer stage. So the stamina will be a thing entering that one. Now that's a kind of stage for Tintoni to just go for a high overall finish, try to pick up some KOM points that way, because there's not many points ahead of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 4 monster climbs with the Col de Tourmalet. The penultimate climb. Yikes. What a beast of a day stage 13 is going to be, and that's a day you want to be in the break with a rider like Tintoni. Stage 14, little respite. 15, punchy, great day to be in the break, lots of KOM points out there. 16, one big massive climb and then the finish. That is a stage built for a breakaway victory with the best climber in the break. Get far enough out, field far enough behind, survive the climb, recover on the descent, and then survive to the end ahead of the other breakaway riders. That's the kind of stage Tintoni could win. Also 17, similar. These late stages, you get enough of a lead, enough breakaway riders. You get 15, 20 guys in the break, and then may the strongest man win. He's that kind of guy. He'll have some competitors. There's going to be other guys who could contend for a top 10, but not enough to be considered a threat in the GC, that they'll lose enough time early on, especially if they're not strong enough time trialists like Tintoni, that they're going to be looking for stages late on. He'll have competition. 18, similar. That is some monster climbing, 3 big climbs, and that's all you're doing, climbing or descending. 19, that's a pudgy stage. Yeah. Tell that to Vermark. Tell that to Zeta. I don't think they're going to be around at the end of that stage. 20. This is a time trial, folks. 46 kilometers. 3 climbs. Very little descending. And finally, the Champs-Élysées. Stage 21. Now, I'm not built as a sprint team, but I have 3 sprinters here. So, what I want from my sprinters, we're not going to win the sprints. Okay, we're going to be spending most of this race with at least a rider in the breakaway on almost every stage. And we're going to be riding for that, for the survive the break and get the win there. But with that, that is enough introduction. You came to see some racing. Let's get to it. Here's the team we're bringing to the tour. Alves, Machado, Monotoglu, and German are those 3 sprinters. And again, we're going to be looking for breakaway sprint victories, not in the field. These guys are 72s and 71s. They're not going to beat the pure sprinters on the sprint stages. They're going to be trained to do so from the breakaway and just beat out the others that are with them if the breakaway happens to survive. Alves, Machado, +3. Preparation. That's the fitness peak. The weather's good. So he's got a +3 today. Banaszek is a Baradur. So he is a survive a long stage. So we'll want to send Banaszek on a lengthy near 300 kilometer type stage, as he's got good stamina, good flat rating to survive over long periods of time. Rodriguez. A little bit of a wild card on this one. Okay time trialist, good resistance, good downhill rating. So if we have a downhill finish, that's the kind of stage to get him into the break on. Tentoni, of course, it's the climbing, the mountain 81, the recovery 80. Late stages is where we're really counting on him. But I would like to try to win the KOM with Tentoni. So we're not going to always send him out, but we're going to be looking to grab points on stages that have lots of climbs. Can't send him every day. He is just starting to build towards his next fitness peak. I don't know if it's going to happen before the end of the race. Okay, he was a later addition as we swapped things around and moved things around. He was a little bit later addition, so I don't know if he's going to be able to build up to that in time. Amanatoglu, he'll be ready in a handful of days. German, it's going to be late. Champs-Élysées kind of stage, but Tentoni, maybe late stages, maybe. A lot of fitness peaks right now. For Mark, punchy stages. Zeta, punchy stages. A certain cobbled stage. He might be able to get that one within the field itself. He's got a +4. The weather's good. He's got the preparation. He's got the objective. Zeta is the one we were definitely, from the get-go, preparing for this race. So we're going to handle this one a little differently than what you're used to seeing for the channel. We're going to get a lot more snippets, short sections of stages or of individual riders, because otherwise we're looking at, like 7 episodes or something like that to get through this Tour de France. Tentoni, he's that one who would potentially be a GC kind of guy. Well, he's already lost a minute or more. Mads Schmidt is at the top of the table right now at a 7-minute 58 seconds. He's already a full minute down. So Tentoni begins that project of losing some time. I don't necessarily want to do it in a deceitful way. The early stages, I think the time trial is going to really start setting that apart. And we have that team time trial on stage 4, where I think with only one decent time trialist here, we're going to lose quite a bit of time that day, that being Rodriguez. And so not much to expect, but let's go ahead and get on to stage number 2. I'm not winning this stage today, but however, holy cow. Okay. There is a chance, folks. We have a shot, and that shot is right now. Carlos Rodriguez has a +5. Our only time trialist has an 86 prologue today and an 81 time trial. Now, prologue is 100% at 5K and under. This is 7.6. So it's using just a hint of time trial. That's an 81 for him. It's an 86 on the prologue. You got to figure that's an 85 or above. The resistance also an 85 today. So Rodriguez could put in a monster time. Will it be enough? I don't know. Ryan Mullen is a heck of a prologuer already. If he has the race day condition, no way we're going to beat him. But this time should be in that top 5. All right, we're going to push an 82. 81 is, he's just like walking the park. 83, come on, Rodriguez, come on. Let's fly, buddy, let's fly. 84. Okay, you can see he's starting to run that deficit. 83, back to an 83. Come on, last kilometer. Let's go. Fly, buddy, fly, fly, fly. 99, 99. To the top of the time charts. Carlos Rodriguez with a time of 7 minutes and 50 seconds. We've got well over 100 riders to go. I'll see you back on the podium. Will he still be there? He's going to be up there, but will he still be on that top step? It's only stage 1, but we have come so close. Carlos Rodriguez has just slipped to 2nd place, now 3rd. In successive moments, Soren Krag Andersen has gone to the top. Yves Lampart 2nd. Carlos Rodriguez now 3rd place. So we will not claim the victory today, as Zeta crosses the line, just 21 seconds behind for him, and we are nearly to the end of this thing. The last 5 riders, Caleb Ewan coming. Roglic, good time for him. 12th place. Alaphilippe coming. 29 seconds down. Van Aert, one of the favorites for the race itself. And Van der Poel. And there you go. So a podium for Carlos Rodriguez. He gets 3rd place. That's a great, great start. Not a victory. Not a victory. For a moment there, it was looking like it might just happen because we had gone through well over 100 riders with one single rider coming within a second. But we went through Bjerg. We went through Dumoulin. We went through Kwiatkowski and Evenepoel, and none of them could do it. And it was starting to look likely I was just about to go live for Zeta, and Soren Kragh Andersen crossed the line and beat us by 8 seconds. And then moments later, Yves Lampaert also coming across. 3rd place, though. What a heck of a run by Carlos Rodriguez. That's now a stage podium, stage top 3. That's a good start. That is a good start, but it's not a victory. Partial failure, though, that might be enough, right? If we do not win a stage over the next 20, well, claiming a top 3 might be just enough of a consolation. I think we'll be safe. But it's still not certain. A stage victory will make it certain. We got 20 more tries. So on to stage 2, and Alves Machado is going to find himself the first attempt at a breakaway stage victory. Banijek also has a tolerable cobble rating, so I'm going to send him as well. He's got a +4 today, so we're going to get those two into the break and see what we can do with those guys today. Everybody else, though, is going to be sitting on, and then Zeta will possibly ride for the stage if the cobbled sections are difficult enough. First chance on a KOM point. Alves Machado is going to get there first. Picks up the only point. It's just one. This is the tour, folks. Alves Machado out of energy here, back into him and De Bont alone. Banijek rides on alone with 32 kilometers to go and just a little over a minute on the field. It's going to be really hard for him, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Zeta also in a small group that got away for the stage. Okay. We're going to use Alves Machado to try to protect Zeta now. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should do this the opposite. Alves Machado actually can sprint. I'm going to switch these two up. Alves Machado, he's going to hold position, and Zeta is going to protect. It's back up to 55. That is actually probably the best lead-out guy for him, so we'll protect both. It's all coming back together here. So 78 chasing one. The one last man away is Banijek. He is out of energy, though, so he is not going to hang on, but we will just keep him at his 99. We'll use his gel, 21k, see if he hangs on long enough to get through the sprint point, but I don't think that's going to happen. It does not. There's the real sprinters going for the points that are available here. DeBont's going to have the lead. Gaviria already up to 38. DeBont's not going to have the lead. It's going to go to whoever wins the stage. And with 10K to go, we are set up for our finish. A lot of fatigue out there. So this is a good sign for the few guys that still have energy. Banijek, Alves Machado, even Tintoni, we're going to get him hang on to the back. Actually, you know what? I said we're not worried about him losing time. We are not riding for him for the overall. Zeta looks pretty dang good. Amanatoglu still looking pretty good. So I think he's going to ride for the stage if he can hang on. Otherwise, it's going to be Zeta or Mark to lead him out. And the other guys are going to be gone here soon. Going based on energy. So Germain's going to work to get us to the front. Just 100 in the peloton. And you can clearly see there's a lot of fatigue out here.
Everybody seems to agree that the stage will be won in a sprint.
Okay, 8K. Germain, done. Let's go ahead and use Alves Machado. Okay, Tintoni finally brings me to the front. He is done. He's bound to lose some time here. And actually 6K. Let's just gel up on everybody. Okay, so Rodriguez. Now attacking here could play into the fatigue card and give us a slight chance for a Amanatoglu. 5K to go. 4K to go. Okay, full 99 from here. Full gas. 3.3K to go. Amanatoglu doesn't have a lot left. All right, 2.5K. Vermark, start your sprint. Come on, Zeta. Go with him. Come on, Zeta. Zeta, really slow going here. Amanatoglu's going to run out of energy before the end. He does. He does. Amanatoglu couldn't make it. And Zeta did a lead out. Zeta got us down to 800 meters. If Amanatoglu had the ability to sprint from there, maybe, just maybe, he gets a result. Ewan takes the stage. Van Aert, Gaviria, Tarantine. Zeta takes 10th.
The race is run, but the poor souls bringing up the rear continue to cross the line. It's a bit of a knock for the morale.
All right, well, that's only 2 stages in the books, but the introduction took up a lot more than what the other stages will later on. That's going to do it for this episode. We've got at least a few episodes, 3, maybe 4 to come on the Tour de France. This is the queen of the season, so we'll do what we can with it. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.